Every time you make a strategic decision or you're about to make a change inside the organisation, just have a checkpoint saying, what is the potential impact on my culture? Is it going to be good or is it going to be bad? That alone will bring it to the forefront, and hopefully you'll get a better grasp on directing the culture as you direct your organisation as a whole. It's important when formulating strategy to make sure that we are maintaining that culture or enhancing it. Selling it to the staff is a one-way communication street, and it's not taking advantage of the great minds that you've got working inside your business. If you then consult with your staff around the strategy, you've got a two-way dialogue going on. They can tell you a little bit more about where they think there's potential gaps in the strategy, any negative impacts the strategy could have, or where they think you're onto a winner. And so not only have you created a great level of buy-in, you've now tested your strategy. When people talk digital disruption at the moment, they're actually talking about the way you work, not the way your culture is and the way the culture behaves. Technology is moving at a rapid pace, but I also think you'll see that most of the successful technology companies are actually taking their staff on the journey, not switching them out as the technologies are switching out. You have to move fast, and there's no doubt that speed is of the essence, but it doesn't mean that an organisation can't at the same time ensure that the change management process goes just as fast. You don't need to hire a consultant for 6 months to build your change communication plan. Why not just have a chat with the staff over drinks at 5 o'clock on a Friday? Throw a few ideas out there, get some feedback, and get on with it. Make sure that you're accessible to the team, and you'll get that feedback, you'll instigate that change at speed. Your organisation should always look to be disrupting itself, but that's not disrupting the culture unless you've got a cultural problem. That's disrupting the processes and the way you go to market and the way you as an organisation interact with your customers and your vendors. It's not and shouldn't be disrupting your culture, especially if it's a competitive advantage. If you're looking at staff surveys, be it on a quarterly basis or an annual basis, I would always recommend to have a question inside that survey to say, what is it you love most about this organisation? And if the response to that comes back to being the team or the culture, which we tend to regard as being the same thing, then you're onto a winner. And so I would definitely make sure that that question's asked and then monitor that result fairly carefully. What is it you love most about this company that we pay the most attention to, because that gives us our cultural indicator to tell us whether or not they love being with the team and they love the people inside the organisation. It's absolutely important to understand if the team are having fun, and it's really easy to see and really easy to engage with the team. If you've got a group of passionate people with similar interests in a room or in a team or in an organisation that are engaging with each other, you can walk into that room and know whether there's engagement or whether there's not, just by the body language, just by the fact whether someone's sitting on someone's desk having a vigorous debate about them, or there's people up around the whiteboard. And you should be looking for that sort of feel, because it's absolutely important. And I can tell you from personal experience, your customers will know whether or not your team's having fun too.